All right, y'all. This is CHAtHOM coming on with you with a Merry Christmas sitting and standing and getting fitter exercise session. All righty, y'all. We're going to sit some and stand some and go through some of the exercise regimens that I've shown over the past on my Facebook posts. And if I happen to play some music, I don't own any rights to the music on here, but I'm just going to chat a little bit and show a little bit and stay on for about 9 or 10 minutes of the exercise session, and then I don't want to bore you, and then you can repeat it, and then I'm going to finish up with all of the exercises that we've done. And keep in mind that what I'm doing also is furthering my case study, personal case study on myself for improving my hypertension, and I posted some links on today on my page to show about hypertension, so-called the silent killer. And I have some morning hypertension that I related back to when I was a firefighter and had to get up all times of the day, throughout the day, working, and sometimes without any nutrition. So, excuse me, I just want to come on and do that with you. And I do clear my throat and drink some water. I got my water with me, but as soon as I start talking, oftentimes I have to clear my throat. But I know my cousin, Nurse Kalila, has advised me about some different gargles and washes, but I can relate it back to some things I did in my early life with my throat and tonsil, and some things I used to drink that caused me to have a growth some time ago that was removed from my uvula. And so, all right. So here we go. But I just want to share a couple of things with you by way of review. This is the sheet that I use for my exercise sessions, and it's a band session, and we have 12 exercises, but I modify some, and if you remember, we have added 3 or 4 other modifications, but I'm just going to go briefly through those on this session while utilizing the vibration plate. And if you're not familiar with it, just send me a request and I'll send you a link on the vibration plate. I may have posted something concerning it a while back. Go on, B. But I can give you some information on it. I've done some research for people who have clotting problems and other deep vein thrombosis and those things, and how the vibration plate affects those people and their infirmities. So if you have an infirmity that you're concerned with, certainly before you start any new regimen or any type of regimen, always consult your physician. I have some health questionnaires that I can share with you, and I also utilize those with my clients. We answer a few health questionnaires and a few informed consent and a few consent and release of liability forms that I'll be using throughout as I begin to teach online, especially because I'm not in the presence of the people, and I can't always take a look around to ensure that you're in a safe environment and that I provide a safe exercise session for you to feel safe in your mind and your body and your all your mental and self efficacy endeavors that you feel, and as well as the environment that you're functioning in. That's my job, to create that environment as safely as possible for you and us. And so I'll be using those later on as I continue my online way of teaching in the future. I still teach at TCC. We'll be going online possibly in January. As you may know, we lost one of our instructors to pass away, Rhonda, rest her soul, back in September, and one of our kinesiology department instructors, Mr. Bart Descender, also passed away. So I may in the future be doing some more creative things. I may even come back to teaching when we get back in the classroom at the college. I may do some things later. But okay, here we go. And like I said, I got my blood pressure machine out here. I've taken my blood pressure several times this morning. I take it before I rise from bed, along with my pulse rate and O2 sat, and then I take it again right after I get up, and then right after I eat something, a carb. I take it a few minutes after. Well, I drink a juice. They recommend a cranberry or orange or some type of juice, apple juice, and then relax for a few minutes, and then take it again and see how your blood sugar and the body. I know my body is working to pump in some adrenaline and those endorphins and those things that get me going, to help give me a boost in the morning after I've been fasting or sleep for 6, 7, 8 hours, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Just depending how long I desire to stay in the bed that day. But I know my body gives me a boost, and so because my blood pressure is mostly that way in the mornings, I call it morning hypertension. And so I'm doing, like I said, the case study on myself to see how my body's affected when I eat a carb first, or do the juice first, or do a protein first. And I can tell you right now, and I haven't tested it for a long period of time, just about a couple of months now, and my blood pressure is affected to lower. And there's a study, like I said, I posted on my Facebook page this morning, that talks about how blood pressure, systolic blood pressure, is affected in men and women based on nutritional endeavors. And so check that out. But I've seen mine go down after I eat a carb. I've seen it go up after I drink some fruit juices, which is in line with what they said about the fruit for men's systolic blood pressure. I've seen it fluctuate to whether I may be under the norm for the diastolic and above the norm in the systolic. And then after I eat something, the diastolic will go up and the systolic will come down. And then later on, after I eat a complete meal, I've seen them both relax and come down to close to or at normal levels, which those normal levels have changed. The normative levels of systolic and diastolic blood pressure has changed from where it's now below 120 and below 80. And there's no gradual range. It automatically goes into the hypertension phases at or above 120 or at or above 80. So just know there's been a change, and so there's a lot of us are being listed as hypertensive mostly because of the change in the numbers ratings, and as well as our age and stage and activities of life change. Alrighty, here we go. So where's my little remote? I got my little remote here. Oh, I also wanted to advertise. I got some home office things that you can pick up from Big Lots. I pick mine up from Big Lots. You might get them anywhere on Amazon or whatever. But I got the one I'm using today is this one. You can clamp it on to your desk or whatever. And I got it clamped on to my chair right here. And the other one, you can put around your neck. It's a secret stocking stuffer for somebody. I'm not going to say who, but they'll know later. And I got my bands. I got this type as well. Is the type I use, but the type I also provide with my exercise session that comes with a $20 price on them for the laminated instructions. And they may go up because the price of them have gone up to $2 or $3 per band, rather than just $2 to $5 per package. They don't come like that anymore. So everything is rising as the need for them. Supply is high, demand is low, price is low. Supply is low, demand is high, price is high. Okay, all you supplying types, you know what I'm talking about, and the rest of y'all may too. But okay, so here we go. I'm gonna turn on my, and I do recommend you try these. They're saying that the vibration plates, and my chiropractor introduced it to me several years ago, and I appreciate what I've gotten, and now I've gotten my own personal one, and so I'm sharing it with the world, and I don't get anything. I'm not involved in shake plate, vibration plate. I don't get any money for any of the things that I advertise that I use. Not at all. So, and I got my little remote, so you have a remote control. I also have a stand that I'm creating for those who have balance issues that I'm going to introduce later. I haven't finished. I don't worry about marketing stuff and people taking the idea and using it, because it's also an idea that's an offshoot of something someone's already created. And I know in our first session we always talk a little longer, but okay, here we go. You can always get the video and fast forward it to the session and get right to the meat of it after you listen to it one time. Then you can just, the next time you want to do it, just fast forward it to the sessions where I go right through. So we turn it on. I'm gonna get it going here. Make sure I got it plugged in, turned on, and I'm gonna use. I'm gonna put it on for 20 minutes. Or let me see. I can go up. No, I can only go 10 minutes at a time. So I'm gonna put it on for 10 minutes and leave it on one speed rather than going through the program and function that way. So before you start it, you should get on it, and the closer your feet are, the closer it simulates to walking. And the further you get out, the more it simulates to a running style. And I'm getting the sun. We're sitting and getting fit in the sun with CHAtHOM. And I'm getting some sun on. I know I came on a little while ago and talked about between 10 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon because of the angle of the sun and all that. But, we can get it in when we can get it in. So here we go. I need some on my legs for many reasons, as well as my arms. I have my arms uncovered. My face is uncovered. So here we go. And I like this kind of shake plate because it has the bands already attached to it. It has a little hook on there, and I'm going to use those to do a few other exercises. Here we go. So do a little warm up and go. And you can see the plate begins to shake. I'm going to take it out of my hand and put it on the stand and flip it around toward me. Oh, I know you want to see me anyway, so here it goes. It wanted me to rotate the device. Okay, so I will. Got a little flying ants out here this morning. So I'm going to gain the bands. And you can see I have the bands on. So I can't see you because the sun is in my eye. I'm going to raise it up a little bit and put it right in front of the sun. There we go. So I'll use the longer ones. These come up a little higher. I can put them right under my feet. And up we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I said we we're going to follow the chart, so let's do that. So it's got it on, it's just low revolutions. You can see I got the bands out here, out in front. I don't like that angle. So let me pause, and I'm gonna move my table and put it out in front of me so you can see me better. How about that? Let's do that. There we go. How about that? Pardon me, I turn my back on you. Put my water over here. Well, I'll keep it with me. The angle looks a little different. There we go. Good. So I can always start it over. We got about 5 minutes. In fact, I'm going to start it over and go through that. Doesn't want to work. What's going on? There we go. Pause it. Stop it. Start it again. Give it 10 minutes. And we're gonna go. That's good. It only goes 10-minute sessions at a time. So there we go. Okay. Now let's go quickly through them. On the first few, you know, we can grab a sip of water. I recommend you do. It'll help you sweat better. It helps us stay hydrated. We'll go with exercise number 1. We'll just prop our little thing up there. Keep it remote handed, so if you need to shut it off, or you can just cut it off of it. Lateral extensions. You want to outrun. And only go out as far as you need to. 2, or you can 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, we can do these standing or sitting. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it standing and then sitting, and then I'm going to stand. Make a wardrobe adjustment. Now, I don't recommend you get on it while it's already moving. And you can do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And like I said, I know everyone has a different ability and at different levels, so do the level that you have and can for yourself. The next one is the loop band pull down. I like to release my bands to give it a little more length. Let me say hi to somebody. Who's that came on with me? Hey, Evan. How are you? I think y'all had some birthdays, so happy birthdays. I see so many birthdays on Facebook now, it's hard for me to keep up with. But I like to take this one so I can have some shoulder issues, so I need to make the band a little wider. This one goes behind the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I got to stand, so I need to change the camera angle. Get it above your head, and 1, I can hold a little tighter when I'm standing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, back to sitting. Be careful stepping off. I need to be careful, I'm clumsy, I don't want to step on my remote. I get to moving around. And then the next one is the bicep curls. That was the lat pull down and the lateral arm extension. And now we have the bicep curls. I'm going to switch and use the band that I have in this type with the handles already on them. Change my angle. There we go. Is it upside down? Nope. And again, well, let me do this one with the handles on the vibration machine. So we can just sit and curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, you can put the feet close together or apart, and you can do single arm over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Or you can do them all on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10. I'm just going to keep going so we won't spend so much time on that. Just to demonstrate different levels you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so you can see we can do them together, individual, or all at once. Now let's do them standing. I'm going to change the angle of the camera. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And remember, I also show you palms up. Remember that? Palms facing, which works more of the forearm, and palms away, which works more of the bicep or tricep brachii on the side. This way, okay? All three of those are okay. There's nothing wrong about any of it. Everything is right about what you're doing for you, as long as it's being done safely. Okay, we're gonna have a seat again. Now we're going to the loop band shoulder tricep, and I like to use one without the hook together or so short because I have some shoulder issues, and when I put them close together, opening a door. Hush, Jack. No. No. My dog wants to talk to my neighbor's dog. You know, I can talk when I'm talking. They think they're supposed to be talking. So we'll get our feet back on there, and I'm going to have to start it over in a minute. And then this one, different than the first one of the lateral arm extension, as this one, the elbows stay to the side. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this one, hey honey, also this one can also be used on individually, single arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to how many of you doing. Then the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're well coordinated, honey, go on so the dog can stop barking, please. That's our studio, multi-purpose studio. You know, we have the back lot. We have to put it up, sign. Exercise session in progress. Do not disturb. Cut. 1, or you can just alternate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Well, there's various ways to do it, and there's, like I said, there's no wrong way. There's the right way for you, and we call it progression. You can progress from one stage to the other, and alternate based on what's going on with you. And whenever we're exercising a body part, if you have, this is my bad side or shoulder side, but both of them are bad from all them football hits. Come on, Cowboys, I can come out there and show y'all, if I wasn't so old, how to tackle somebody and run. Anyway, whatever side of your body, if one side can only go so far, then only go so far to the other side until both of them can equally go in the distance. It changes how the spine and the nerves regulate the attention it gives to one or the other side of the body. You want to be one-sided. Okay, the next one is a leg one, standing. And I didn't bring my wraps out today. I should have brought my wraps out, but that's okay. It's about to stop. I'm gonna start it over. We got through 5 of them, but I'll do 2, and then we'll stop this session and go through the next 6 in another session. No, I'm gonna go through. I'll just go on through it. Let this one slow down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you just start it over. Change the angle of the camera so you can see my legs better. I don't fall over myself. If I fall, don't y'all laugh. Okay? It's all right. I have to make wardrobe, off-camera wardrobe adjustments. Okay. You can see those. Yep. And this time I'll keep the remote control in my hand in case I need to stop it, but mostly just stop and step off. We go 1, the lateral raise, 1, 2. I'm going to do one side, then do the other. 3, 4, 5. Be very careful when you're doing this. 6. Don't forget about the holding on, finding something to hold on to. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, this is my bad leg, so I have to be very careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now let's do them sitting down. You can also do them sitting down. Let's step to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm alternating because it's better. 5, 6, 7. Keeping one plate on. 8, 9, 10. Or you can just keep them both on there and just slide. 1, or both off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now you can see, one day I'm gonna keep my phone on me so I see it marks my steps, so you can see how many steps I took while I'm doing it too. I can't do all that right now. I have to have a different phone to mark that with or to do the session. I don't know if the neighbor was blowing at me or not. Okay, so here we go, moving right along. Now we got to do the standing hip extension, which kicks the leg to the back. And when you're sitting on the machine, I'll do it sitting down. You can get the machine a little bit further out in front of you. Okay. Get your feet up on it and step back, like you're trying to kick yourself in the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and you're standing on it. Okay, we just get to the side and kick back. 1. I'm gonna have to hold on to my chair. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn around the other way. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. See, there you go. Now that was a good demonstration, unplanned, but the machine is unbalanced, so I need to balance it out more to get it balanced on the ground. That was a good impromptu demonstration. And you notice I didn't panic or anything. It happens to any of us. We can lose our balance, especially when you're standing on something unstable and then something that's vibrating. So now, we're gonna do the other side. Get the thing you're holding on in balance and do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. There we have it. And these, at this point, I do recommend that we don't have any water or fluid intake, because we start with the part that goes with the core. All of it affects the core because that's the design of the exercise. You know, when we read into it, it's workout instructions, and it's designed for the core. The core is used to stabilize the thorax and the pelvis during dynamic movement. Major muscles are the lower back, waist, abdomen, hips, and thighs. So this whole exercise design is basically to help the core become stable, which is normally from here, from the collarbone to the navel area. Okay. Now the next one is the sitting hip abduction. So this one is designed This one was created to be done sitting. So you get further out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And so we can still do them standing. We can just open our legs. 1, to the side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And some really gymnastically inclined people can do them jumping up in the air, but I'm not doing that, and I don't recommend you do it either. Unless you got a trampoline or a swimming pool to land on or in. So I don't recommend you do that one. Well, here we go. So remember, the next one is the side lunges. And I don't do lunges because I have some lateral concerns and missing parts. So but the lateral, like the lunge, is step off to the side. If you do lunges, fine. You can step off to one side and hold it. But that really puts a lot of pressure and pain on the lateral side of my right leg, where I got my medial meniscus missing, and where there's medial meniscus damage from all that speed running I used to do. Catch me if you can. I don't think so. In football, I got caught a lot. There's some fast guys out there. But anyway, we'll skip over that one. And then the next one, I'm gonna do a sitting only. I'm not gonna get in the grass because I didn't bring my mat. But the flutter kick is done with the band on your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All you can do is put one foot on it and do one leg at a time, which is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woohoo! Very good. And then the next one is the loop band bicycle. We can do that one while sitting. Just bring up one foot, put the other one down, other one up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can get the chair back a little further when it's on stable ground. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the plank loop band knee drive. You know, I'm not going to demonstrate that one because that's a little more advanced and it's a little bit out of the realm of sitting and getting fit. We've already done that would be the loop band knee drive, where I would hold on to the, well, I'll do it. I might have to start my thing over one more time for the last two. I'll go ahead and do it, since you insist. It's only 9 minutes, so I don't need all 10. So what I would do is hold on to the shake plate. I would hold on to the shake plate and just drive my knees up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing it without the band. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the last one will be the flutter kick. I need to move my chair. Keep the lights. Then the last one will be the flutter kick. And just hold on to your shake plate. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty. Now, of course, you can do as many as you want. Pardon me turning my back on you. Go back to you. Let me get the camera around. Let me say hi to somebody. Hey, Dexter. Thanks for coming on with me. You and that friend. And finally, if you want to stand on it and do a stretch session, you know, first I'm gonna do a few sitting, standing, and then I'm gonna sit back down. So we can just do a few stretches. You know, stretch the arm across, come up, stretch it, come over, do the other side. Get those shoulder blades, get that waist, so we can get those love handles to tuck on the inside. Bring it back up, behind. Get your hands up above your head. Bring them down behind your back. Take them up, reach down for your shoulder blades. That's part of a fitness test to see how far we can reach back. And also to see those people that can reach back and join their hands together. I can tell you that's a good feat. I'm closer than I was some years ago, but I'm not there yet. And my shoulders are really tight in that not that, I couldn't think of it. The rotator cuff area. Those muscles are a little tight, and those connections are really tight right there. So you get you some stretches behind you. Chest up, arms back. I don't recommend you do no standing on with one leg. Get your arms around you both. Reach as far as you can around to the side. You know how it is when you try to scratch your back and you can't reach it, and you don't have nobody to help you, your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whoever you got, or your husband. It helps to have somebody to scratch your back or a back scratcher. Some of my friends give me some utensils and things to use to help scratch my back. Miss Yi, she's over in China right now, so reach down to the other side. And I got a good sweat going. You can see I got the sun. I got my sun in. I got my rays to help me out that way. And I got my exercise session in. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you all coming on with me. Again, you can sit and do those same exercises. Let me change the angle of the camera and I'm heading out. The sun is about gone. Those same stretches, you can stretch and reach down while sitting. Do the other side. And just reach as far as you can. If you can't reach your toe, you can only reach your knee because of, you know, the belly may be in the way or whatever, or you may be enlarged, or your back may be not allow you to go that far. Go as far as you can, but do better as best as you can that day, and then do better as you can the next day. And reach. Okay, you can also reach out and do them both. You can hold them up and do it, fine. That helps because when you're trying to put on your socks or your pant leg or your shoes, you don't have to hold on to something. I remember I've gotten better because a few years ago, especially right after I had my operations, I had to hold on to a lot of stuff just to put on one leg in something and then put the other leg, I had to reach down on the floor and then couldn't pick my leg up. Another one of the hardest things to do is to lift your leg up while bent over. You know, the hip flexors are too tight. It won't allow us to do it. So that helps to loosen up those hip flexors. While you're sitting there, reach down. I have some different names I've called them, but I haven't put it in my book yet, so I won't tell you what I call them, but reach down towards your feet. one day before I leave this earth, I'm gonna write all my books and put all this stuff down. Okay. Alrighty. That's about it. We got 3 minutes on that, 9 minutes. That'll be about 30-minute session. No, I ain't bringing nobody on camera. So all in all, I started the machine over 3 times. 2 times at 10, as I recall, 2 times at 10 minutes and 1 time at 9 minutes. So it's really about a 30-minute session of exercise minus all of my talking. And the talking is necessary, and I try to stay to the point of necessity and only speak to those things that directly involved with the exercise session, so not to bore the session. But you can always, again, get it on my Facebook page, get it, I'll save it, you know, fast forward it through or cut it, you know, if you bring it off and bring it on to your own device, you know, you can cut it and only put on the exercise portion. I'm still working on getting that done for myself. You know, there's a lot of wise people, but I haven't got them on my team yet I need a digital marketing manager and digital operations manager. So I'm doing all that stuff right now. But pretty soon I'm gonna get all that stuff connected. I know what to do and how to do it. I just got to get some smart people to do it. Smarter than me. I definitely want everybody on my team for their job that I hire them for to be smarter than me. Otherwise, why would I hire them and pay them to do something I could do myself? I wouldn't. Okay. Alrighty. It's been a good session. Thanks for coming on with me. I appreciate y'all. God loves you and so do I. Sitting and getting fit. No more sun with CHAtHOM. The sun is gone. Have a great day and Merry Christmas. Bye, y'all. See you next time. We'll end with the same way we started. Merry Christmas. Bye, y'all.